back's turned. Origi turns, shoots.
Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do our Team of the Week predictions. Of course, we don't do it like everybody else does. I'm not going to go through a full 23-man squad. I'm going to pick out just as many players as I could find. Turns out I actually have nearly 30 players, so there are a lot of there were a lot of games to go through, a lot of midweek fixtures. And there are a lot of players who I don't think many people are going to care about, but that's the whole point. I want to go through the lower league players that just won't get any love from EA. Now, first up is going to be Henry of Oxford. He got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-0 win. This one actually could happen, to be fair. 2 goals and 1 assist. EA might look on that favourably, but there are a lot of options this week, so you never know. Let's move on to Dams with 1 goal in a 2-0 win. As a centre-back, he has a pretty decent shout, I would say, of getting an inform, but I don't think EA will do this one. I just think they'll swerve it, but he had a very good match rating, so that's why I think he deserves to be mentioned. Molin of Saint Etienne managed to keep a clean sheet and made 8 saves despite his side only having 10 men, and put in the highest rated performance in the French league this weekend. Definitely deserves an inform, probably won't get one. Moving on to Elsinho, this guy at right back managed to get 2 goals and keep a clean sheet. I mean, if you're doing that, you're doing something right. Yeah, he doesn't look that great though. That's the only downside. With a shadow, you never know. Could be a little bit pacey, but he'll probably get an inform. But who really cares? Let's move on to Bryan of Fulham. 1 goal in a 2-0 win. Is that enough? In my opinion, no. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, it's a clean sheet. It's a goal. You never know. I think EA probably will do it. To be fair. Moving on to Magnússon of the Russian league with 1 goal in a 3-0 win, again as a centre-back, clean sheet and a goal. EA will look on this favourably. It's got very neat hair as well. I think that could work in his favour. Let's move on to Fransson of Sweden. This guy's got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 3-1 win. I'd be very surprised if EA didn't include this guy. He doesn't look very good. I don't think many people are going to care outside of the club that he plays for. But 2 goals, 1 assist, yeah, he should be in there. TISSERAND is 1 goal and hits clean sheet in a 1-0 win, could be enough. There are a lot of centre-backs to mention. This one is probably the best of the lot so far, though. So let's hope he gets it. Larsson of Feyenoord managed 2 goals and a 5-1 win. They could go for quite a few people from that game, to be fair. Obviously, there's a lot of goals that fly around in the Dutch league. EA tend to just brush them to the side, though, so who knows. Former Tottenham man Janssen, now playing, is that Monterrey? It's got to be, right? 1 goal and 1 assist in a 2-0 win. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so, but that's the annoying thing. It should be enough. He's got a very high match rating as well. Let's move on to Watkins, shall we? A hat-trick in a 3-1 win. Be very surprised to not see this guy in Team of the Week, despite the fact that EA hate the lower leagues. But you can't really argue with a hat-trick in many cases, at least. Let's move on to Slimani, another hat-trick, but of a different sort this time. 1 goal and a hat-trick of assists in Monaco's 4-1 win. To say that Monaco even managed to score 4 goals is an achievement in itself, but for one of those players to be getting all 3 of the assists, you've got to celebrate it. Let's move on to Mitrita of Romania and the MLS. Looks like a decent little card, actually, for like a starter squad or something. He managed a hat-trick in a 4-1 win. I mean, surely he has to make it in there. Any hat-trick, and it's almost but a shoe-in. Let's move on to the SPFL. Rangers mounting, I think, a 4-1 win over the weekend. And Tavernier got 2 goals in a 5-1 win. Now, this card last year should have been 3 or 4 informs, but EA, for whatever reason, hate the Scottish League, so we'll have to wait and see. Boyata knew this and he moved to Germany. 1 goal and a clean sheet and a 4-0 win for him. I would be very surprised not to see this guy as well, actually, because he's obviously, it's the same, he's got a goal and a clean sheet, same as loads of other centre-backs, but he's higher rated and more desirable. Doherty of Wolves, 1 goal in a 2-1 win over Watford. Is that enough? He plays in the Premier League, so probably that's the shameful thing about it. We've seen so many centre-backs with a goal and a clean sheet. They didn't even get a clean sheet. and yet he'll probably still get it. Sensi, this guy is already 100% going to get a January upgrade. He is a brilliant little player. He's come from nowhere. 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-1 win. I don't know about this one. I'm hoping he gets it because that means his January upgrade will boost this even more, but we'll have to wait and see. Lafont, 7 saves, clean sheet, and a 1-0 win over Lyon. This is probably my second pick for a goalkeeper. Of course, the first one was the Saint Etienne keeper. I think Lafont has done well enough to secure his place in this week's Team of the Week. Going on to another defender, FIRPO. So many defenders this week. 1 goal in a 2-0 win for Barcelona. I think Barcelona had 10 men, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be getting that the wrong way around, but I think they were down to 10 men. That looks like a decent card, though. 1 more in form, and he would kick on to be something nice. Totw Akambi up next with 2 goals and a 5-1 win for Villarreal. Couple of other people to mention here. That Santi Cazorla in there, who's doing really well this season, actually. Scoring quite a few goals, generally from the penalty spot, but still, I think that could be something to look out for. Debuchy, right back, 82 rated. 1 goal and a 1-0 win. Saint Etienne. I don't think he's going to get it. Well, that's a lie. If he does get it, then it's a bit of a travesty because he's pushed out the keeper who has done a better job in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to a guy that I can't pronounce the name of. Plie? I don't know. Either way, 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-1 win for Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'd love this guy to get this card because I looked at his in-games on stream the other day and I was very impressed with his in-games on the base card, thinking, oh, 1 in form, and he's actually going to be something special. So, yeah, hopefully he can get that in form. Something that a lot of you may be interested in, Ndombele. It depends on how generous and how, I don't know, how much EA want to milk it, I guess. He managed 1 goal in a 2-1 win. Of course, Spurs were down to 10 men, so it was a little bit harder. He did put in a pretty good match rating, so if EA look on that favourably, who knows. But it's a free card, of course, in objectives, so you never know. EA might want to tempt people. Moving on to NDIDI, staying in the same league, of course. 1 goal in a 5-0 win. I think he played like an extremely high match rating as well. And, of course, technically speaking, got a clean sheet because he is a defensive midfielder. I really like this card in-game, the base version. So the fact that he's up for an in-form really does excite me. But unfortunately, I don't think he'll be the Leicester City man to get the inform. Stay tuned. Moving on to Oyarzabal. This guy. 2 goals and 1 assist. He's playing really well for Real Sociedad right now. In fact, Real Sociedad in general are playing very well. Odegaard is a great little player over there, this guy. And of course, even Adnan Januzaj is playing well this season. Is this an inform I'm interested in? No, because of that pace, unfortunately. Belotti for Torino. Actually in action again tonight. He has managed, if I can find it on my screen, 2 goals against Milan, 2-1. Is that enough for a player of Belotti's standing? To be fair, with the sheer lack of high-rated strikers this week, which is really surprising, I wouldn't put it past EA to say, yes, let's do it. 84-rated Belotti doesn't look too bad. Let's move on to the other Leicester City man then. I've kept you waiting long enough. Jamie Vardy, of course it is. 2 goals and a 5-0 win. This is all but guaranteed in my opinion. I'd love to see NDIDI, but I think it's going to go to Vardy. And more so than anything else because there just aren't that many high-rated strikers in this week's Team of the Week. So I think Jamie Vardy is going to be the player to clinch it. And no bad thing because that card looks really good. I think everyone's going to want to try that out at some point. Moving on to Alejandro Gomez. So many informs. Was it last year? This week, though, is his sort of return to form, shall we say. 2 goals and a 4-1 win. Atalanta have been doing so badly this season, both in Europe and indeed domestically. But Gomez has grabbed them by the scruff of the neck, and here we go with a 4-1 win. So let's hope we can get an 86 rated inform, because him in game, I mean, that would be incredible. Moving on to Gnabry. I don't know about this one, hit or miss. Gnabry got 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-2 win for Bayern Munich over newly promoted Paderborn. I would like to see it. I've just packed his 84 actually, so I'd really like to see it for so many different reasons. A, would be a nice card to upgrade to in the future, and B, I could sell the one I actually sold midweek for a lot of money. But has he done enough? I'm not sure. This guy has done enough. Milinkovic-Savic, another 86 rated player. Nothing too high rated this week. 1 goal and 1 assist in a 4-1 win for Lazio. There are maybe 1 or 2 other players that could be in contention, but they're not going to surpass Milinkovic-Savic's performance. And that's why he is just 100% guaranteed to get an inform. Out of all of the people I've mentioned so far, this guy is the one that is guaranteed. Let's move on to Kai Havertz. I would say that this is all but a guarantee as well, actually. 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-0 win. And not because he necessarily deserves it, but because there is a severe lack of high-rated players this week. So it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest to see him in there. 1 goal, 1 assist is no mean feat, though, to be fair. So that's not bad. If he got it, I genuinely wouldn't be complaining about it. And finally, OBLAK. Now, the Madrid derby was very disappointing in terms of goals, and he's managed to keep a clean sheet in that, obviously, because it finished 0-0. He didn't really do anything significant. I think he made 1 great save, but he didn't have that many shots to stop. It was a very dull affair in front of goal. So, will EA go for rating and try and pay tribute to the Madrid derby? Or are they just going to say, no, you don't deserve it, you're not getting in there? Time will tell. If he gets in there, it's literally to sell packs and to boost the rating of the overall team of the week. But that brings us to the end. If they want to include Monday night games, Manchester United, Arsenal obviously play tonight. They don't normally do it, but they may do, as we don't have that many great strikers. They might wait to see what Aubameyang, Lacazette, Rashford, etc. do. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments down below. Check out MPHD, by the way. He does a full comprehensive Team of the Week predictions. I haven't actually watched it yet, so I don't know how similar it is to this. But we'll have to wait and see. The link should be found in the description and indeed in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, of course. And until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.